Hello, and thank you for working with Ocean Reef Publishing for the editing of your manuscript. This is a short video to explain to you how to work with track changes in your Word processor on a MacBook computer, because that's a little bit different to a Word processor on a Windows computer. So once you've received your manuscript back from the publishing coordinators and the editing team, make sure you open it in Word and then go up to the top left corner of the screen and scroll along to where the review panel is. Click on review. And here we'd want to make sure that the track changes is actually selected on. Here we can see that it says that it's on, which is great. If it's not, it'll look like this. It'll be grey and it'll say that it's off. So we want to make sure that it's on with a nice big green for go. What you'll notice on the manuscript is that there will be lots of little dotted lines, lots of comments and changes on the right-hand side of the screen in this little breakout panel. And you'll also find that there's some red underlined words throughout the manuscript. These are the changes, or suggested changes rather, that the editor has made to the manuscript. So without getting too far into it, I'd suggest to make sure to check how you're viewing the track changes. Everybody's a little bit different, but it's important to make sure that you're viewing it properly or in a way that works best for you. So next to where the track changes function is selected on, we look at the viewing options. In this case, you have three options. Actually four, sorry. Simple markup, all markup, no markup, and original. So the original will actually show you the original file. Obviously no mark will ensure that there's no markup on the manuscript. Or if we select all markup, it'll actually show you where the editors have gone through in this red and underlined suggested edit all throughout the manuscript. So it's probably easiest to work in the all markup portion. If you find that there have been a lot of changes made to the manuscript, or you're just feeling like you're getting lost or distracted by the bright colors within the text, that's fine. Maybe just try selecting simple markup. What this does is actually keeps the suggested changes in the manuscript from the editor, but it makes them be colored the same as the text around them, so you don't get distracted by the red commas or added words or deleted words all throughout the manuscript. Personally, I like to use all markup, so I'm going to keep it on that. In the actual manuscript, as I said, you'll be able to see where a suggested edit has been made. Right here, this proofreading word is red and underlined. And on the right-hand side, it'll actually, in the breakout panel, it'll actually tell you what was deleted, or rather what the change actually was to the manuscript. So in this case, I'm quite happy with that change. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to accept the change. Now there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can either right click on the word and scroll down to here where it says accept change, or at the top of the screen, you can move through the changes with the previous change and next change function and accept them and reject them as you move through. So in this case, I'm going to go to the first one. So I've just clicked next change, and it's highlighted the proofreading word here and shown me on the right-hand side now with a solid red line that the suggested change to the manuscript was a deletion. I'm quite happy with that. So I'm going to go back up to the top of the screen and I'm going to select accept. This will accept that change from the editor and make it part of the normal manuscript. If I now select next change, it'll take me through to the next change that was made. In this case, so the deletion of the word editing. I'm quite happy with that one as well. So I'm going to hit accept. Perfect. Now there's another addition on this line where there's a comma after stages. So if I select next change, it's actually going to take me to that comma. I'm not very happy with that. I don't really want that comma just there, and I'm not quite sure why it should be there. So what I'm going to do is actually reject that change. So here I'm going to go to the reject button on the top left. In the review, toolbar and I'm going to select reject. All right, so now you know the basics of accepting and rejecting. You should be able to move through the manuscript, accepting and rejecting the additions and suggested changes from the editors that you see fit for your personal vision, and of course, the outcome you're wanting to see with your manuscript. If the editors have made any comments, you'll see these as brightly highlighted sections within the manuscript. This means the editor has actually left a comment for you to look at something, or they've asked for clarity, or they might ask you to explain something a little bit better. In this case, the edit here, so I've clicked on this, and it has come up with a box on the right-hand side in this breakout portion that says, this edit has been amended for clarity. Please check that it retains your original meaning. I'm going to read this, and I'm quite happy that the change that's been made does retain the original meaning of the manuscript. So I'm going to reply here and say thanks. This is perfect. If an editor has left a comment for you, make sure that you actually respond to the comments and engage with the editing process. What you'll find is that the editors are asking for clarity, or they might not quite understand what you're trying to achieve, and they're looking to engage with you to give you the best out of your editing experience. So make sure you really do engage and respond to those queries and comments from the editors. Once you've finished, make sure you save the file. Go up here to the top of the screen, hit File, Save As. Make sure you title it the way you want to title. It might be version 2. And make sure you save it to a place you know it's going to be. So like in your downloads, or maybe even your desktop folder. Once you've saved, make sure you send that back to your publishing coordinator so they can pass it back along to the editing team for review. I hope you found this video helpful. And of course, if you have any further questions, queries, or concerns, make sure you hit up your publishing coordinator, because they will most certainly be able to help you.